All right, I am recorded. All right, I don't know if you can see me or not. My face is open there, but we have a G1. I put this mounted the worst possible way for someone to view the video, but that's fine. I'm not going to care that much, unless maybe I should. I don't know. I feel bad. Anybody who watches this for historical purposes is going to be like, "How the hell did he have that oriented and why?"
It's all a learning experience, right?
Yeah. One of these days I'll get this figured out. You know what? I apologize to anybody watching this video in the future. You're welcome for opening these. We've got a sealed G1 Optimus Prime that Brian here has owned for almost 40 years. He posted it back, I think, in November in some of the groups, and got a lot of shit responses, to be honest. You can see this is the R version, so probably 85 or 86. And you had moderators in there saying it's only worth like $200 or something like that, which is utter nonsense. A complete Optimus Prime by itself worth $200. But this is sealed. Now, there have been questions about whether or not it was factory sealed and whatnot. Brian's on this from the beginning, so he knows that, but no potential buyers would be able to know for certain. If you're ever looking at buying a sealed Transformer, you're going to look at several things. So obviously the condition of the tape. Does it look old? Does it look like it's original? Does it look like there's any spots where there was original tape that was removed, discolored, and then new tape applied? Do the edges look like it's factory sealed tape or not? Then what we call color break. So right along here, when you open up a box, it will frequently break that, and you'll see white spots there. Obviously, this box is worn after it's nearly 40 years of moving stuff around and whatnot, and being stored with other stuff, etc. So the color break can be justified that way. But if AFA were to look at this to grade it, they would probably come back with, well, we can grade it qualified if you let us open it up. We have the Trailbreaker here, which again, he's owned for nearly 40 years. You see tape there. The issue the group pointed out is right there. You see the tape's broken. In the original pictures, it looked like there was missing tape, but Brian pointed out apparently there was gunk on there that made it look like there was a gap.
Yeah, it was right up here.
Okay.
It was like that sticky stuff they put on foil pans.
Oh, well, that's interesting because the tape is up higher on this side than over here. You see right there, the tape ends right here, but the factory tape is right here. So, yeah. So you see the tape right here.
Okay.
There's two tapes here.
Huh.
There's a tape there, and there's a tape that starts down here. So at some point, someone put a second piece of tape on here.
I guess either my ex or my son.
Yeah. So, and I didn't even see that in the original pictures because you really need better pictures. But you can see there's tape that ends right there, and you can see there's tape that ends right here. So that's two different pieces of tape.
Okay.
I didn't even see that in the original. I saw the mold discoloration here, and you see there's water. I didn't even see that in the original picture. There's water damage right there. See right there.
Okay, I see it.
So yeah, there's definitely water damage on this box. I haven't really looked enough at this, and there's definitely two sets of tape there. Oh, that's not good. Look in there.
Ooh.
There's mold all in there.
Yeah, that ain't good.
Yeah, that's a real concern because there's water in the box and mold inside the box, and I don't know how to, because mold deactivates.
No cure for
yeah,
that.
mold deactivates, but it's still there. It still can be reactivated. I really hope that's not the case on this one. I haven't seen any sign of it yet, but that means the contents of these are kind of fucked.
Yeah. Compromised.
Yeah, that's a good way to word it. So we'll discuss that after we're done recording. But yeah, that's why we would have needed a lot more pictures, and obviously AFA would have not handled that one. Yeah, they would have just sent it back to you. And that's, I don't know, here, if you want to come over here, hey, you know what? All right, we'll pause the video for a minute so Brian and I can chat. So now we're going to give several of you hard attacks. I accept no liability. If you want to turn off the video now, you can. I hadn't really thought about what the proper side is to open one of these, but we are going to open it.
I'd start with the damage side.
Yeah, I agree. You see there's a tear right there. For people who would have bought this as a sealed item, they would have worried that that and this would be a sign of it having been opened before, especially because we can see that flap is actually torn right there. So people would worry that that means this was opened from this side and then retaped in the past. Now on the tape side, there's no obvious signs of that. So there's some spots right now that soul collectors know online have been retaped because you can see the old tape had left a discoloration and they added new tape. I don't see any signs of this on this box. That is not one of the red flags. We're going to open this.
Hold your breath, everybody.
Yeah. I'm feeling a little nervous in my arms right now. God, blasphemy. It feels like blasphemy a little bit, doesn't it? All right. Oh, God. Can't undo this once I do it. All right. Oh, my God.
I've been wanting to do that for so many years.
Oh, man, I should let you. You want to pull it out?
Go for it.
I'm nervous. My hands are shaking a little bit.
You're not the only one.
All right, let's look. Okay, there looks to be a sticker sheet back there. That's exactly what we were hoping to see. Oh, let it look in. All right, we got it in view. All right, if you can see back here, we have a sticker sheet, as we expect. It looks in good unused condition. I see no signs of any water damage. Maybe some humidity, but not any actual water damage. Back looks good. The stickers aren't peeling. This is an excellent sign, and we are going to post this video in the Facebook groups that I gave Ryan such shit, and we're going to let you all know what's up. All right, so this is an R box. It's indicated right there. So we expect this to either be a T2, a T4, a 5, or a 6. Oh my God, this is crazy. I cannot believe after almost 40 years of me wanting to do this. Dad, if you're up there looking, I bet you are enjoying the shit out of this right now, because I know you always wanted to get me one. All right, so we've got a little flake of something right there. That's probably something that just made its way into the box over the years. That's kind of funny. No idea what that is. All right. This looks like what we are expecting. This is still taped. It's the instructions for how to safely remove this by poking holes through the styrofoam back here. You can see that this actually just came off because that's what it does. But I saw it kind of bending down through this when we first looked. So I figured that was gonna be the case. So it's filtrate. That's common. We see right here, this is a roller. Now, if I look at this, I see that this has no numbers on it, but a large circle right there. If I were a betting man, would say that when I pull that trailer out, it is going to say T4 on the hitch as a result. Thank you to CL, Chris Towning, and Mike Barkley, and Dakota, and everybody for helping me learn so much over the years about prime variants. Hope I am doing you proud. See right here, we have a standard blaster right here. Fished, you can't see what they are through here. I expect there's a 4 on that side. It looks like the normal standard ridges, not the moving mail-away ones. You see the sprue that the roller wheels are still on, and the sprue that the missiles are on. I've got some glare on my camera. I might want to take that off just so it's not glaring too much. Is that any better? See the missiles right here, the roller wheels, and the fist. So this was indeed a sealed Optimus Prime. exactly as Brian said in the group. It had wear. You can see maybe here closely that is the standard nozzle you would see for a T2, or a T4. You can tell that by there's little sprue circles on there in the injection molding. Yeah, it's hard in this lighting too. This answers a question I had for Chris. The pump, if you can see, has no lines on that top section. So we've had questions about whether some T4s came with lines or no lines up there. This one definitely came with no lines up there on the top of the pump. I'm having a lot of fun documenting the history, the historical knowledge of this. We'll pull out the paperwork. You can still see on top was the mailer that did come with a T4. Under that was the proof of authenticity that talks about the rub sign, since these later versions came with the rub sign on top of the cab. Then you had the red decoder strip, and boy, is that a clean looking decoder strip. No bends from previous play or anything like that. That's just beautiful looking. And it's silly that I appreciate that as much as I do, because it's a little $2 decoder strip, but no one's touched this in 40 years. And so that's just cool to me. You got to appreciate the little things, right?
Oh yeah.
You got the 1984 mailer, which Mike Barkley and I were talking about this the other day, that when they switched to the 85 from the 84, well, this T4 has an 84 catalog in it still. And down here, oh, now this is interesting. This comes with a TM manual. So we have a box that is R, but this is a TM. So they were still transitioning from the trademark to the registered mark on this. So this is really interesting. This probably means it's one of the earlier T4s that came out, which will be interesting to look at the cab to see if what kind of leg bracing it has, because the inside of an Optimus Prime's legs has different bracings depending upon which model. And for all I know, this could be a transitional one, like one I have. Some people are going to be further distraught by the fact that I'm about to take this out of styrofoam for the first time. But you made it this far into the video, so you're probably laying on the floor waiting for an ambulance. We are going to, oh man, this is so cool. So I never had a Soundwave as a kid, and when the Walmart reissue came out and I opened up that, it felt so meaningful to me to finally open up a G1 Soundwave. This is that on freaking steroids. I want to thank you for this opportunity. Even if you had come here and just let me open it, this is so cool, man. I really appreciate this. I'm emotional in a good way right now, and that's very nice feeling, man. Still a little shaky, but this is just so cool. This is like, it's almost like I'm high-fiving my 5-year-old self through the space-time continuum. Because I never had this as a kid. I certainly never opened up one. Oh man, this is so cool. All right, everyone can comment on my video how big of a nerd I am, but you're the one watching a Transformers video. There we go. It is in fact a T4. Like I said, you can see right there, it says T4. Okay. Next question will be whether it has a Hasbro stamp on it or not. And let me turn my light back on. It does not, and that's what I expected. This is a T4 without a Hasbro stamp. The reason I expect that to be the case is because it has a TM instructions. So I expected this to be transitional. So we're going to open up this never before opened Prime trailer. Give you all heart attacks. And that's how it was packaged. You can see the 4 and the 4 on the stamp. You will also see that right here on the satellite dish. And if I move this, there should be one right there as well, and right there. So all the variation that can go into these, there's a lot of it. And for people that this kind of stuff, means something to, we've done a lot of research in the history of this, so that whenever we complete one, or especially if we're trying to sell one, we try to make it represent just how it came out of the factory. That's why these kind of videos are going to be so helpful to people, because they can see, oh, why I had this assumption. I thought mine was incomplete. It actually is complete because some did come from the factory like this. So this additional data is really helpful to us people that are just really trying to be factory accurate. So that's cool. So we have this Prime trailer. It is a T4, but just Takara stamped. There is no Hasbro symbol. This is only my second one with this. I only have a few T4, but this is one like I have. Now let's look at the cab. It has the lines under there like a standard cab. Let's see what... Okay, so this is your standard T4. I was wondering if it was going to be different because of the non-Hasbro stamp in the TM. But no, this is your standard thing. So if you look on the inside of the legs right there, there's like 4 right there. It's kind of hard to see. Here, first if you look in there, oops, right there, you can see there's a number right there. That's a 4.
Touching it.
Here, I got the flashlight over here.
Yeah, I really should have brought my glasses. Okay, I see it now.
More than meets our old eyes.
Yeah, I just started going blind about a year ago.
Oh man, I'm not looking forward to that day, since this is the only good sense I got left. That in common, maybe. All right, so you can feel the joints are smooth there. The clips are intact. The chrome is just all beautiful, like it, you know, you wanted to see Christmas morning in 1984. So I'm not going to open it up right now, but the back of the head, you could check for a number or the plate that the head's on. On the inside of this, there's no numbers on the windshield or on the die cast, but in some variants there are, so that's something you would look for variation. We're going to make sure this is an authentic Hasbro Transformer by rubbing the sign. And something we all loved to do as a kid. Uh-oh, there you go. There's the color. A fantastic condition rub sign, rub for the first time. To prove it is authentic Hasbro, you'll be proud of us for not buying the other options we might have had in 1984. GoBots, etc.
Had those too.
I might have had a couple. So there we have it. We have a sealed Optimus Prime has just been opened up. We see it as a T4. It came in an R box with a TM instructions. Takara only T4 trailer, no Hasbro stamp on it. And everything looks standard. How awesome was that?
Beautiful.
Indescribably. I will see the styrofoam. I don't know if there's any special. I know in Ultra Magnus, different styrofoams can have different markings, but I don't know about Prime. You can see the little dust. Oh, there's a tin right there. You can kind of see. I don't know what that means, but I don't want to go so far down the rabbit hole. That's cool. That is. Oh, man, that is so cool.
How's your heart doing?
You know, I'm having a complex set of emotions right now, but they're good, and it's a lifetime moment. It's a core memory. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm still shaking a little bit. All right, you think we should do a separate video for the Trailbreaker, or? All right, we'll do a second video on that. So I'm gonna end this, and then we'll restart immediately.